Well, it officially is football time in Houston. Since the Astros are dead, Dusty Baker has retired. It's time for us to focus on the hometown Gridiron 11. The 3-3 coming off the bye week, Houston Texans, who head to Carolina this weekend to take on Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers, who are 0-6. Yikes. I've said this a lot when I've been talking about the Texans this season. It's an unfortunate reality of just where they are. But you cannot officially say the Texans should win any game, including a game against an 0-6 team. I think we learned that the hard way with the Texans after a win over the Jaguars, a win over the Steelers, both of them convincing, when they lost at the very end to the Atlanta Falcons. Now, it's not like they no-showed, but it was an underwhelming performance against a team that, just based off of the quarterback position, they should be better than. So I can't say that Sunday the Houston Texans should beat the Carolina Panthers. I'm not even going to go there. And it's kind of lame, right? The Texans are 3.5-point favorites on the road. But I think we all should be on the same page here. You can't expect anything from this team yet, even if you do have good feelings about the team. And by the way, I do. It's very interesting to see when I post some of these videos that I have up on YouTube, the amount of people that are like, you're just a hater. I'm like, I'm being very honest here. They still have to convince a lot of the casual fans who have completely ignored them for the last couple of years. And a win over the Carolina Panthers isn't going to do anything. As I've said before, the only thing that they can do on Sunday against a winless football team is disappoint us. If they win, yeah, they should have. If they lose, I
do kind of think they should win this game. This team's winless. This is 0-6, right? 0-7. They're
0-6.
0-6.
Off the bye week too, though.
Bye week came at a perfect time for them.
It did.
I like you can't be this team's only win or first win of the season. Like, you just can't do it, especially to Bryce. This is basically Wembanyama. This is Wembanyama, except he stinks. That's what Bryce Young is. It's the guy you could have had if you would have lost the last game of the season. Instead, you're happy you lost the last game of the season, or you won the last game of the season, so you didn't draft a 5'9" quarterback.
Is he that tall?
But this is number one versus number two. You can't let Bryce Young have, in a really disappointing first year as a starter, and CJ Stroud has a really, really good first year as a starter. You can't have the trump card of like, well, head-to-head, Bryce Young, 1-0.
That would be very annoying.
Especially when this team stinks. This Panthers team's awful.
The team is not good, and Young has not been good. Frank Reich has been defending him this week, saying that Young was, quote, the guy we wanted, and that the Panthers couldn't be happier to have taken Young over Stroud. But I think the one thing I know is going to happen on Sunday is that regardless of outcome, we will all still believe that CJ Stroud right now is better than Bryce Young. No matter what happens on Sunday, I do not see a world where Bryce Young sets the world on fire and looks better than Stroud, even though yesterday I suggested that maybe CJ Stroud has hit a bit of a rookie wall. Teams are having a lot of success by throwing a lot of guys back in coverage. So as far as Sunday's game, what I want, a blowout. What I expect, a win. And what I know, it might not hold true forever, but we still will believe that CJ Stroud is better than Bryce Young coming out of this game, because it's been a struggle for Young. Some of the numbers: 27th in yards per game, 29th in passer rating, last in QBR, 31st in, I believe, average yards per attempt. And you're seeing a lot of Panthers fans online. I went on Panthers Reddit yesterday, going through some really fun mental gymnastics, saying, well, who else would be good on this roster? That is the go-to argument for any team that's not good, that has a young quarterback that you're hoping will eventually be good. I know because I've recently experienced that myself with the New England Patriots. Oh, what quarterback would be good with Joe Judge and Matt Patricia running the offense? Lots of fan bases go through these mental gymnastics. I think Panthers fans are there. And that's not to say Young's never going to be good. But this is a game that I can't even say you should win. With all of that said, I can't quite go there. Sean's shaking his head.
This is a new era. This is D'Amico Ryans. This is CJ Stroud. Come on. The Carolina Panthers are winless.
I feel good about their chances, but I'm not going so far as to say they should win this game. I'm not. It's the NFL.
They can make the playoffs.
Sean, have you ever heard of parody?
No. Oh, no, that's like when Weird Al Yankovic does a song.
No. I mean, like the NFL, what it's built on.
Oh,
parody.
No. Uh-huh.
Any team can win on any given Sunday. That's why.
You know what? I have seen that movie. Is Steamin' Willie Beeman playing quarterback for the Carolina Panthers?
My name is Willie. Willie Beeman.
Keeps the ladies. I don't know if we can say what he keeps the ladies.
I don't know what that word he says is there. Yeah. It doesn't sound right, though. I'm with you there. I think that's a good judgment.
In context, you can't say it.
Definitely.
You can definitely say the word.
I don't think so. Is that what he's saying?
Cream, ing, yeah.
I don't
Keeps
think he
the
is
ladies.
I thought he's saying steaming. Huh. I don't know. Whatever the case. Hey, sports. Not any given Sunday. It is cool to, at the very least, know it's easier to be a Texans fan than a Panthers fan at this moment in time. Because the Bears own their first pick. The Panthers are 31st in points a game defensively, which is tied for worst with Denver. They have allowed the most points in the second quarter. They have allowed the most points in the fourth quarter. They are 25th total in rushing yards. They are -3 in turnover differential, which is bottom 10. They are 31st in points allowed to drive, 25th in starting position. Their rushing defense allows 4.9 yards a carry. And all that, again, lends itself to the Texans. I can't say they should win. And it is possible that they disappoint us this weekend more than it is that they're going to convince people out there, even with a blowout victory, that they're back, which is a shame. I don't think it's fair, but I do think that's the reality of where they're at.
It is very unfair that they should. You can't say that they should win this game, but also if they lose this game, it's disappointing.
Yeah,
what a spot that these guys are in.
Look, it's not Stroud's fault. It's not D'Amico Ryan's fault. This is where Bill O'Brien, Jack Easterby, Cal McNair, where David Culley, Lovie Smith, Pep Hamilton, too, sure. This is where they put them. So that's the unfortunate reality of Sunday's game in Carolina. I expect a W. I want a blowout. If they blow out the Panthers, I will compliment them. We'll, of course, talk about the game next week, but I still think it's too early for any of us to officially say the Texans should win any game. I learned my lesson the hard way after that loss to the Atlanta Falcons.
But Atlanta's at least won games. Like Atlanta's,
yes.
Aren't they also like 3-3? Don't they have the same exact record as the Texans?
Falcons aren't doing bad.
Yes, this team is 0-6.
I know, but
Frank Reich is their head coach.
I know.
Adam Thielen is their best receiver.
Reich did pretty well with the Colts against the Texans, though. So.
Oh, you think he has?
Adam Thielen's also playing well. People are acting like Young has no one to throw to. Thielen's had 2 10-plus catch 100-plus yard games the last couple of weeks. So I think that's also been perhaps a bit overstated. Thielen is not who he used to be in Minnesota, but he's still a good receiver. And they were acting like it's a bunch of just complete rejects that are out there playing wide receiver. He could be a number 2 wide receiver on a good team like he was in Minnesota next to Justin Jefferson. And I don't know.
Now he's their number 1. And now he's going to be on Nelson Island all game.
That's true, Nelson Island.
He's going to man him up. Maybe play a little bit of zone.
Listen, whatever D'Amico Ryans does.
Don't tell Steven Nelson I said that.
Well,
that he might play a little bit of zone.
You called him Nelson Island, so I think he'll be happy with that.
But also Nelson Island sometimes plays zone.
You don't watch ball. You don't know ball.
You know what? I don't. I haven't watched all 22.
We'll do that next. From the 832, this is the Panthers Super Bowl. It kind of is. I don't know if that's sarcastically making fun of me saying that the Rangers game 1 win against the Astros and the ALCS was their Super Bowl.
It's just something everyone says now, that every game is everyone's Super Bowl.
I'm a little sensitive to that now,
anytime
though.
you lose a game, that was your Super Bowl.
That's what I did. I did that.
Week 7 Super Bowl win.
Game 1 Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
Game 2 Super Bowl win. Game 6 and 7 Super Bowl win.
Congrats. Game 7 was your World Series.
God,
wait.
This sucks, man. This sucks. We should be talking about game 1 tonight. We should.
We should be mad that it's on a Friday and Saturday night.
Now we're talking about like, hey, they're playing the Panthers. They're probably going to win, but I can't say they should win because they're the Texans.
And I'm somehow in the position where I'm saying that the Texans should win a game.
I can't go that far.
What a role reversal, Paul. That you're the one lower on the Texans. You hate the Texans. You're a hater. You're not a Stroud boy.
That's what people online say I am.
You are a hater.
You're turning into Josh Ennis. Successful? Is that
I was going to say.
That's supposed to be a slight?
That's mean to Josh Ennis.
Whoa. F you, dude. You know what you are, Sean.
What am I? What am I?
Listen, as I'm dressed as Billy Butcher here from The Boys.
Thank you for explaining it.
You're a balmy shav. You know what that means? You're stupid white trash.
Hey.
You're gormless.
Don't
you're
have to get
manky.
racial.
You're a muppet. You're naff. You're a pillock plonker prat. And a scrubber, some would say. I don't know why this turned Australian.
Those last 4 are just Mary Poppins insults.
I know. Would have been great if she called those little bastards. Like if she was
called them out on their BS.
Yeah, what if she was a working class nanny, Mary Poppins, as opposed to this whatever the hell she is, like supernatural being who descended from the heavens? What if she was just like a working class, like old British dame? She's got like disgusting teeth and a big old nose with a giant pimple on it. And she's like, "You little sluggers, get back into the chimney and sweep it for coal, or you won't get any porridge for breakfast. You want some spotted dick?" Which is apparently a British food. I learned that from Harry Potter. "You won't get your spotted dick this morning if you don't get into the chimney and sweep all the coal out, you little monger."